Hey and welcome to Neverwinter with Aragon. So we have the preview of Module 28, and here I want to go over the adventures in Wild Space, the new upcoming campaign, and we should be able to unlock the third milestone, giving us access to a good few new things, like rings, tasks, gear, and overloads. So in this video, let's go and do that. Let's get to 30% completion and see what these guys also have in store for us in terms of the storyline. So let's go hand in these repeatable quests here. We had to do about 15 of them, and then we can speak to this guy and hand in the weekly. I did not really bother with the heroics weekly one or the activities weekly one, as those didn't complete in the time I did these questing. So now we should be done. We're at the third milestone. Here we just get a simple fashion set reward. So we get the box here. We can open that. It's bound to our account, so you could put it on other characters, and then you'll view it down here and convert it to your appearance library. It is still a bound to account here, so even at this stage you could go and transfer it to other characters if you wanted to, and the entire set will allow us to look like this right here. That is it. Not so sure about the bucket helmet. I don't really even think it fits with the fashion properly, but that's my take on it. Of course, we can change all the colors if we want to. And yeah, it's not normally shining like that. That's just because I have this spark shield illusion. So once we have claimed that third milestone, we will unlock a few things, including the storyline with these guys. So let's quickly go and do that. So big brains. We go to asteroid Gradius and we have to defeat this elder brain. Yeah, not many hit points. Doesn't seem to do a lot. Okay, he summons a tentacle. Let's get rid of that. That's pretty squishy. So it's definitely supposed to be soloable. Make sure to have your companion giving you some combat advantage. And let's use our mount power and kill this guy. Now he explodes and sinks into the ground. We have to cauterize the stump. And now speak back to the NPC and quest completed. Then we get Clean Up Isle Zarbos. We have to kill this Neolithid, which they seem to have added to the map. Put down some abilities here. Again, flank with our companion as best we can. And get rid of this guy. And we have to pick up these scales. There sure is a lot of them. We just need to collect 8 and return. Hand in the quest, and we get another Fairix. We have to go to this planet and beat up this red dragon. Again, not much trouble. Flank him, use our mount power, and he's pretty much dead. So very soloable, and we can return back. So with that quest done, we are finished with this NPC. She won't have any more missions for us. So let's go to the next one. This guy. He gives us Bedeviled. We head to this planet. Speak to this lady right here. Oh, and then we have to beat her up. Okay. Now, if only she would let me. I guess we have to let her talk first. And she turns into a big devil. So we beat up the Pit Fiend. Quest done. With that completed, we get a new quest. Cash is King. We go to this asteroid and we beat up some undead zombies. We collect Vakoth ingots from them, also from these crates. And with 50 collected, we're done with the quest complete. And then we get the Malas Syndicate. We go back to this planet again. We need to beat up the underboss. These are some big giants here. Where is he? Oh, he's that guy. Yeah, right in the middle. Again, let's get combat advantage. Okay, he doesn't have that much hit points. Let's snipe him. Give him my mount power. And he's gone. Well, he didn't even aggro any of the other guys. So we return back. And now we are finished. He also no longer has storyline quests for us. She just has these small, simple, repeatable ones we can do for currency. But herself over here has that weekly quest we could hand in, but I'll wait till next week. And otherwise, she does have a new storyline quest, Drastic Times. We go to Asteroid Tennis, we head up onto this ship, kill some elves, and then we need to place some explosives, and then we go to detonate them. We return back, hand in the quest, and we get another. Can you hear me now? We head to planet Beloria, and we get a bunch of enemies. We kill them, and we need to steal this sending stone. Then we do have to kill some elves and pick up the sending stone key from them. And now we place it on the table, and we can return into the tower. Quest complete. And we are done with her. She does give us another quest. Flip the script. We head back to the volcano planet. We have to head over here. And we just get attacked rather than speaking to him. Okay. Well, we kill them. And, well, return back. Quest completed. And we are done with her as well. So to continue the storyline, I believe we have to get to Milestone 4 in order to get the next quest, which is pay your respects. So that will be the following week. However, with getting to milestone 3, as where we are now at 30% progress, we do unlock a few things. First of all, we got that fashion set, and now we can also progress on this task. This will give us a bunch of items which we need for the new things with this campaign, like upgrading rings, upgrading the new artifacts. So let's have a look. It does require us to have pieces of 9, 100 of them, and 25 Vakoth vouchers. So the vouchers we just got from doing the campaign quests, you get 100 per week, and the pieces of 9 you just also get by doing the quests and heroic encounters. So let's begin that very simply, and we go to collect our rewards. So just a gemstone, an uncategorized astral element. So this is needed for upgrading the rings, the green and blue and epic ones. And then a cosmic pearl for the epic and legendary rings. And then an astral beacon casing needed for the beacon of the astral sea artifact. So we'll take those rewards, and now we have them in our inventory just here. So I assume we'll need to save those and use them when we need to. As for the boon points, we did unlock one of them, which I will go and progress and obtain now. I believe you can get that on week 1. But potentially we can get a second boon point. We cannot. It is locked for the 4th milestone. It is indeed, and we would just need this currency. So I'll make sure I have enough of those. But yes, it's getting Seals of the Spider God, so just from random queues, your Marks of Notoriety from doing the arena, and then your Vakoth vouchers and your pieces of 9. So now we move to the campaign store, and there's some things we've unlocked to purchase here too. So we can now go and purchase more of those uncategorized astral elements. We cannot yet get the beacon of the astral sea. This is the artifact, because we don't have all of the items. Like, we have the astral beacon casing, but we need to get the spikes of the astral beacon and also the astral beacon luminescence. So the luminescence is right here, and the spikes come from, yes, the arena goods. So for doing the Vakoth arena, getting 100 of those Marks of Notoriety on milestone 4, you'll be able to buy the spikes of the astral beacon. So we do need to wait before we can actually get that artifact, because of those reagents are locked behind the next milestone. But additionally, we did go and unlock in the enchantment section the Wild Space Slayer and the Wild Space Ward, which you can purchase for those pieces of 9, just the simple campaign currency. And then in the armor section, we did unlock the helmet pieces for this armor, which is mostly, in my opinion, fashion, as the bonuses are very, very underwhelming. But looking at the visuals, there are some cool ones there, including this helmet. Other than that, we do unlock the new rings on the green rarity. Now, these green rings, again, don't have much going for them, in my opinion, from what I can tell. You do have, say, this one ring here, give you the ability to deal extra damage against enemies around you, so I may purchase this one. It's a 5-second cooldown. Otherwise, outgoing healing is neat for a healer if you need the stats. You do lose some defense, but that's usually fine, and that's just a power buff. So none of these I would go with, but I am going to purchase this multi-target ring here, and we can see how the upgrade process is like, because we have it on green, and if we check the collections where we just unlocked, we can see that we can get this up to epic. Will allow us to deal a bit more damage and have more item level with it. So if we go to our inventory where we have this new ring, we right click it, we click refine, we can see what it will need. And it says it will bind it. Is the ring unbound? It is not. It is bound to our account, so we could transfer it between other characters. Binds unequip to characters, so yeah, just be careful. And here we can see we would need 50,000 refinement points. It doesn't allow me to scroll up properly. 10 uncommon enchanting stones, one of those uncategorized astral elements, and 25,000 astral diamonds. That's really weird they add that cost there. I think they should just remove it because it doesn't really fit here anyway with this needing a scroll bar. So let's get me some green enchanting stones. Once we have them, we can now upgrade. It's 100% upgrade chance, so you don't need moats, you don't need preservation wards or anything. So that's good, at least there's that. Now once we have it on blue, it gives us some extra stats, gives us some extra damage, and we gain the ability to upgrade it to purple. Oh, here does come a chance, 25%. Yikes. Well, now it's going to cost us 100,000 refinement points, 10 rare enchanting stones, 3 uncategorized astral elements, and 50,000 astral diamonds. We're going to need to buy some more of those astral elements if we want to do this. It's going to cost us 50 pieces of the 9 and 25 seals of the spider god. We will go ahead, buy 3 of these. They should stack in our inventory. We cannot buy another. Max purchases 2 per week from the store. Oh my god. They're really doing that. Capping it 2 per week. Meaning I cannot, on the day I get the ring, upgrade it to epic. I have to wait another week. Yikes. So we cannot go and upgrade this to epic because we need 3. We only can buy 2 this week. We got a third one, which was just from doing this task, which we cannot repeat. It's just a once-off kind of thing. So the next milestone we'll be able to get this one, which has got another piece of refinement. It's got 2 hearts of a dying star, which will be needed to upgrade the neck and waist pieces for the artifact set. And we also get meteorite fragments, which will also be needed for the neck and waist of the new artifact set. Interesting how they want to do it. They're definitely introducing a bit more complexity with regards to the gear and upgrading it, which I think is fine. It takes people time, and not a fan of them locking it behind, let's say, max 2 purchases per week, because that's kind of a clear indicator of they want you to stick around and come back next week before you can get it maxed out. Which, yeah, it's up to you, but I'm not a fan of time gates like that. I'd rather be able to sit down and get it done rather than have to wait so long. You might just forget about it at that point. As for this astral diamond cost, I don't really like it. I think that should be gone. But otherwise, we do unlock the ability to also purchase the cosmic pearls right here. You would need dungeon currency, and again, there's a max purchase of once per week from the store. This comes with Milestone 3. And then you could also go over to the arena goods and purchase cosmic pearls too. You just need the marks in authority. Again, it's 1 per week. And then you can also purchase the Wild Space Slayer and Ward with this week. Before that, again, those are all locked. So that is ultimately it. We unlock the ability to get new rings and upgrade them, but there's definitely a time gate with that. This ring, I'm not sure how effective that is. Let's go and test it, and we can see how much damage that actually is dealing, because the tooltips are usually pretty wrong. So jumping into this group here, we'll just use some at-wills, maybe trigger the ring a few times and get some damage with that, see how effective that is. Again, this ring unfortunately does have a 5-second cooldown, which we should be able to see via the log. So just checking here, our damage, we have that explosive force. This is the ring. So we can see there, well, we did get no damage on 2 of them, but I assume that was just because they were immune. Otherwise, yeah, it does seem to be dealing the base damage equal to what it says on the ring. But because enemies have that 50% defense, then our damage is reduced. So it's down to just 6,500 on the hit. It can't critically hit and it can get deflected. So that was a true deflect. So let's give it another shot. But yeah, it's not dealing much damage at all. Having a look at the damage, we have explosive force. It hit twice. And yeah, you can see if it's not a deflect, it's only like 7,300 damage. So yeah, it's going to be true to what it says on the tooltip, which means it's a minuscule amount of damage, not worth using unless say it's not scaled. So let's actually check that. I'm going to jump into some really low level content. So Castle's Retreat, 15,000 item level. And we can see the ring now displays still 11,000 damage. So that's the base damage. And if that's correct still here, that means all of our damage is significantly reduced because of our base damage is reduced, which means this ring in comparison should perform a lot better in this scaled content. So make sure melee stance there, just attack these a bunch with our at-wills, and we can go and check the damage. So explosive force, you can see, yes, was dealing a lot more damage. 6% of our overall damage right there, just where we weren't really using our other abilities. So we're kind of giving it the best ability to deal damage there. But checking its damage, it is still 11,000 base damage, meaning it's not scaled down. Meaning the lower you are scaled, the more impactful this ring is. But I still don't think it's going to be all that useful. I'll jump to the next group and we'll just kill them normally and give a comparison. Everything's dead. And yeah, explosive force, 4% of our damage. 4% is reasonable enough, to be honest, for a ring compared to, say, using some stats like this one here with 7.5% accuracy, especially if you don't need those stats to max out. But otherwise, again, you can upgrade that ring via this process to epic, but then you do have a better ring you could get from, say, the heroic encounters, as far as I'm aware, which should give you 13,000 damage on a hit. That is slightly better than this. So hopefully this was some insightful. That's week 3 of the new upcoming campaign. Module 28 again will be coming on the live servers next month in April, most likely the 23rd. So we can hope to see all this then. Everything is still open to change. Keep in mind of that. This is just a preview server, and so pricings, adjustments, and all that may very well get changed based on player feedback. Once again, a massive thank you to all of these channel members for your added support, and we'll see you guys around. Goodbye for now.